Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is Dark Souls. So I decided to dump the souls I got into Faith, bump it up to 11, cause you know what? Faith in this game is pretty badass. Miracles in this game are quite potent. Sadly, there's nothing quite so wonderfully cheatsy as Second Chance this time around, but you do get lightning spears. You basically get to play Zeus. And while the religion in this land does turn out to be kinda bunk, faith in and of itself is a powerful moving force, and everyone has faith in something. What that is, however, is entirely up to you, much like your own purpose within this game. So, I can take this opportunity now to explain all the stats and stuff. So, vitality is health, attunement is how many spell slots you have, 12 means I have 2. Endurance is how much stamina you have and how much you can equip. Strength is physical attack. Dexterity is bows and fancy weapons like rapiers and katanas and such. You need both for spears. Resistance is useless. Everyone will tell you that. Don't even look at it. Intelligence is for smarty magic sorceries, and faith is for miracles. It also boosts magic defense. And then humanity increases your good item drop, and I think it has like a positive effect on all your stats. I don't actually really know too well, but humanity is also pretty important to the game, as we're about to find out. Oh, that reminds me. Changes from Demon Souls, they got rid of item weight. Now it's just equip load you have to worry about. You can pick up as much crap as you want. Friggin' awesome, right? Yes, humanity. Using humanity will restore your health to full. It won't turn you human by itself. You need to go to a bonfire to do that. And let's see. They also got rid of that annoying world tendency thing. So now your relative morality is entirely up to you. There is still a sin counter, but that seems to be more of an organic system in place that you can choose to ignore or not. It's like if you kill random NPCs or invade other players, you get sin, and then you can get punished by this player covenant, actually. You can actually have other players invade your game for that. Yeah, I won't be able to show off much of the online components, but it works a lot like in Demon Souls. People will... I also have a network error, so I can't show them right now. That's why. People will leave messages. You can invade other people's games. You can cooperate with other people. There are a lot of possibilities. Let me see. Oh, and you'll occasionally see ghosts fighting random things or bloodstains where people died, so that you have a heads up. Also, some weapons swing radically different from their counterparts in Demon Souls. Demon Souls' badass is not Dark Souls' badass. Dark Souls has a heavier swing and more satisfying crunch to it. Anyway, part of the inspiration for this game came from Miyazaki's own experience. Hidetaka Miyazaki, the director of this game, his own experience reading like English fantasy novels. His own grasp of English was incomplete. So, to him, it was always like this thing shrouded in mystery. Oh, by the way, don't be careful going into the graveyard. There are skellies, they're pretty high level. They are most likely going to kill you. Anyway. So, while his own grasp of English was incomplete, so while he would have these visions of soaring towers and epic battles, there were parts that, at the end of the day, he just could not understand. And he would have to fill in the gaps with his imagination. And that ties into Dark Souls' own style of minimalistic storytelling. It's like, you get a lot of the story from the item descriptions. In fact, you can go through the whole game just basically ignoring the story if that doesn't appeal to you. But at the end of the day, you still won't quite know what happened. It's basically like you enter the game after all the crazy stuff has happened, and you're just left to pick up the remnants and figure out what happened. There are so many fan theories about it, too. It's like he really brings in that scary uncertainty and wonder. Like, what is this world? What really happened here? And I mean, Demon Souls has tried to do this too, but it was pretty obvious what happened. Here they better develop their storytelling technique. Now, the same info could mean any number of things. Glug. Get crunk. Yeah. This is kind of an organic open world thing too. It's like, which way do I go? Well, the way that doesn't kill me immediately first, probably. Yeah. You could be helping, you know. Press guy. Yeah, I knew these guys were like to kill me. But that's okay. And why? Because my bloodstain is right next to the bonfire. Yeah, I'm just starting off the game again, so I mean, hey. So here's the thing. You die once in this game, you leave a bloodstain. You die twice, that bloodstain disappears to be replaced by a new one. If you've learned from your mistakes and are able to get back to it, you get your souls back. If not, they're gone forever. And this helps you deal with the loss of things as well, because, you know, losing a little bit, not a big deal. But, you know, if you had a lot of souls, maybe you should go back to the bonfire and level up before you lose them. You know what I mean? Okay. And yeah, this game is just like a lot of trial and error, memorizing the enemies' positions on the map until you eventually get good enough to beat them all. Because again, resting at the bonfire will bring all the enemies back. So you just keep throwing yourself at the brick wall until you get skilled enough that you can make it through with most of your Estus flasks for the boss fight, basically. Okay, let's get some actual story in here.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Cheery fellow, isn't he? So, Oscar told us of the Bells of Awakening. We're supposed to ring them to learn the fate of the chosen undead. Also, this is the Firekeeper. She cannot speak, but she can reinforce my Estus flask if I bring her a specific item. A Firekeeper soul. Anyway, and that makes it heal more. She's the reason that I can get 10 Estus flasks off this bonfire. And you know what? Let me just let the other guy explain why that... how you get more. Oh, also. Yes, gestures! You have these 7 to start, and you can learn more from NPCs around the place. This is basically your only way of communicating with other players. It's polite to bow before having a duel, but not everyone's gonna follow that rule. This is a pretty lawless, anarchic world. Yeehaw! Okay. So, this guy.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Firelink. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Nah, unfriendly bloke.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Cool, thanks. These do nothing.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Yes, yes it would.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Right, this covenant is the way of white. What this means is that you have a higher chance of getting paired with people seeking co-op action online. Which means that you're more likely to find... Oh, that's the other thing. You can only see people summon signs when you're human. So if you're human, and you're at the start of a new area, or like close to the boss gate or something, you're likely to find another player's summon sign, which they'll leave in their own world, and then you can summon them for the boss fights. You get the item to lay your own much later on, though, so... Well, not much later, like after the next boss. So, yeah. I will join the Way of White for now. It is convenient to my purposes.
Now, let me share my miracles.
Really, I'm just manipulating the covenants.
Their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Now, first off, gesture. I learned how to shrug. In a very cocky and condescending manner. Second off, miracles. And you need a talisman to wield them. They're expensive, but greatly worth it. Now, well, I mean, heal is anyway. The others are kind of hit and miss. So, Homeworld will allow you to travel to the last bonfire you rested at if you find yourself getting in trouble, don't know how to get back without dying, sort of thing. And you don't want to lose all your souls. Force is like a quick, just a quick shockwave around you that pushes enemies away. Not very lethal, but handy in a pinch. Seek Guidance allows you to see more of the messages that the developers left in world. Just like random stuff here and there. About stuff. And then Heal. Now the reason I like Heal is because while it takes a long time to activate, if you're on a long trek and you want to save your Estus flasks, you can just keep popping this bad boy to heal up in between brawls. Because the Estus flasks are like a quick heal. Like, you want to save those for an intense brawl, right? So, you know, you don't want to be blowing them on every little boo-boo, so heal is good to have. Now, the only thing about spells, though, is that the more powerful it is, the less uses it will have. For instance, Heal has 5 uses, Great Heal Excerpt has 1. That's the main difference. Also, you can see there the requirements for Faith. Heal only needs 12 Faith, Great Heal Excerpt 14, etc., etc.
My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm. An undead mission? Regrettably, I cannot share that with you. But you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith. I'm afraid that may be difficult.
Well, I fucking couldn't, though.
I'm afraid that may...
Okay, you know what? It's alright.
Come again. The effectiveness...
I think what he was gonna tell me was the secret of kindling. Or is that later? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll tell you. For free, and I won't extort you for souls. That's the only thing worth learning. Okay. So here's how this works. You need at least 2 humanity. You rest at a bonfire. First, you reverse Halloween, so that you can become human again, not undead Halloween face. Yeah! Feels good! And then with Kindle, you use your whatever remaining humanity you have to increase the strength of the bonfire. Now, I can't do it with this one. It's already as far as it'll get for right now. But throughout the world, the bonfires you encounter will only go up to 5 Estus flasks. So, kindling increases that number. If I kindle a bonfire once, I get 10, just like with this one. Twice gives me 15, and then once more gives me 20, which is maximum. But unfortunately, there's only so far you can kindle bonfires in the beginning without access to a secret rite, which you'll get later on.
Oh, have you seen that terribly morose lass? The firekeeper. She's stuck keeping that bonfire lit. Sad, really. She's mute and bound to this forsaken place. They probably cut her tongue out back in her village, so that she'd never say any god's name in vain.
That sucks.
How do these martyrs keep chugging along? I'd peter out in an instant.
We met a Forsaken dude like this in Demon Souls. Someone who just died so many times he was starting to just, like, wonder what the point of it all was.
What? You want to hear?
You gotta keep trying, man. Otherwise you'll never get breakthrough.
Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool.
See that line right there? That is basically all the direction you have for the early game. And if you don't even talk to this guy, you'd never get it. So our goal is to go through the waterway up there to the Undead Burg and access the Undead Church for one of the Bells of Awakening. Also in Undead Burg is a path to Blight Town, where the other one is. And what happens? Well, who knows, but that's what we got. That's all we've got for right now. So if we want to learn more, we just gotta keep going, basically.
Bloody, you ask too many questions.
Dude, I got nothing. You know shit.
I'm not up.
Okay, fine, he's all drained out. So I'm gonna keep exploring Firelink, because there are things around here that I can get. Like a better shield for one. I'm sure there's one of those. It's probably in the graveyard. I would not recommend going into the graveyard. Firebombs are nice, but they toss kind of poorly. You gotta be close-ish. You'll run into some enemies lobbing firebombs at you. You can observe their techniques. Okay. I remember there's a spot with a lot of chests. Right near the lift, actually. Yeah, here's where the lift should be. But it's not activated yet. You can plummet down and find this little passageway to these chests. Morning Star and a talisman. Great, I don't need to buy one from dick-ass Petrus then. And a Morning Star. Actually not a bad idea. Really slow though. And the Cracked Red Eye Orb. These allow you to invade other players' worlds and take their humanity for your own. If you want to be a dickhead. But as they are cracked, you only get one use out of them. And Homeward Bound, much like the Homeward Miracle, returns you to the last bonfire you rested at. So, that's all for here. Now I gotta get out. here we go. Another chest. Lloyd's Talisman. This is basically a PvP only item, though there are some enemies who use Estus Flasks. It prevents Estus recovery. You toss it at a dude, they can't heal by getting crunk. Okay. And hello, gents. So lovely to see you again. You have no idea. And that status effect that's on me. If they hit you too much, you get poisoned. Bad shit. I'm gonna run past them, see if I can grab that shield. Also, there is a pair of binoculars here, which is why you don't choose it as a starting gift. Because, I mean, you can just run through these guys and pick it up. I don't remember precisely where it is, but hey. Also, there's a big dude. This is why you shouldn't go in here thinking you can fight. You just run around, pick things up, then run right back. So your bloodstain is retrievable when you die. There we go. Okay. I think I've pushed my luck enough. Case in point. And unlike Demon Souls, dying in body form doesn't have any significant world-ending consequences. Oh, and like your souls, you can also pick up your humanity off your bloodstain in this game. That'll come in handy. Okay, after I get my bloodstain back, well, if I get my bloodstain back, I might die again. Quite possible. That's the Soul series for you. Anyway, my goal is to buy heal from Petrus, if I can. Run, 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 run. Where is my bloodstain? Where did I keel over? There it is. Okay. Run, 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 back up. Holding up my shield. Run, 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 run. I'm gonna die again, but that's okay. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? Oh yeah, there's the crow that brought us here. You guys probably saw him first. I'm sorry, I forgot to remark on him. He's cool. Or she, I don't know. And that one's never really explained either. There are theories, but nothing that you can just point at and go, yes, definitely. Hey, I'm gonna hit the bonfire before they come. Oh, I can't, because they're already here. Case in point. Oh, I think he's trying to parry me in that stance. Do the crit strike, you know. I want to backstab him. I don't think he's gonna let me. Crunk! For nothing but bones, you got a lot of health. Looks like the other friends lost interest and went back to their patrol routes. Or ambush spots, rather. But, you know, same diff. There we go, finally. Okay. So let me just check heal. See how expensive that is.
No, I will teach.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Okay, full disclosure, I'm gonna kill this guy later. Cause turns out he's not as he is not as pious as he first appears. He's planning to murder someone. And such is the case, the mechanics won't allow anything other than straight up murdering him to stop it. So, yeah. Oh well. I don't think I can get the other things available here until I have access to the lift. I don't think, anyway. I mean, I'll look around. Guess not. Well, it's just important to know what's available in just the very starting area, you know? That can help you out a lot. I'm going to get rid of that cracked eye orb, so that doesn't even tempt me. Go away. Where's the unequip? There it is. Okay. Homeward Bone could still be helpful. And the Dark Sign will allow you to return to bonfires as well. And but unfortunately, that will cost you all your souls. So, some have even argued, what's the point of that? Yes. The Dark Sign signifies an accursed undead. Those branded with it are reborn after death, but will one day lose their mind and go hollow. Death triggers the Dark Sign, which returns its bearer to the last bonfire rested at, but at the cost of all humanity and souls. And humanity. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves? Interesting question. Yes, one thing is clear. There is some connection between humans and the bonfire. What that is, not quite clear yet. Okay, so, my advice to anyone first starting out, after you tour and pick up stuff. Oh, you know, there's actually one more thing I gotta broach quick. I'm so sorry. It's all the way down here, past the Firekeeper, through this door. Careful of the cliff. You go down this way. And in this room, you find an elevator, which you activate by stepping on the center button. If it's not here, like if you used it, ran around the other side, and completely forgot to reset it, there's a lever up there that can summon it. Welcome to the New Londo Ruins. Hello? Is it not? I guess it's not gonna say it until I get out there. More souls, more stuff to pick up. Just a good way to start off, you know, with as much stuff as possible. Now don't worry about these guys, they're all disheartened and stuff, but they won't attack you. New Londo Ruins. Yes, look at this guy, he's just chilling out. And down here, you can find someone who's actually still sane.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't cry. I'm Rickett of Vinheim.
Hi, Rickett.
I was once an established smith, but look at me now. Can you believe it?
Would you like out? He wouldn't, actually.
What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escaping. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, not much to occupy myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what may be the best in the world.
So this is a neat little thing. You have access to a smith really early on if you know about this. So he can... right. He can reinforce your weapons and armor, making them better. He can repair any equipment if you need it. And he can even teach a little magic. Soul Arrow and Heavy Soul Arrow, with the catalyst to wield them. But for whatever reason, I didn't end up liking sorcery as much in this game as I did in Demon Souls, and I'm not sure why that is. Maybe I didn't get a good enough catalyst soon enough, or maybe I didn't put enough points into intelligence. Because I've seen it wreck in PvP. Maybe it's just like anti-player stuff, not really anti-environment stuff. Oh well.
What is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead. But what's there really to moan about? What is it? We're both cursed.
Well, alright then.
Come come back soon. Smithing helps soothe my nerves. Don't let me wither away out of idleness.
So, smithing, keeping himself busy with that, is how he wards off the undead curse's insanity thing. How we do it is just by simply not giving up in whatever we're trying to do. I forgot to mention. Intelligence is to sorcery, faith is to miracles, pyromancy, you only need the attunement slots to have slots to wield it. Yeah, the attunement, enough attunement to have slots to put it in. Estoc, that's a rapier. So pyromancy is a pretty good choice for anyone, I think, because it doesn't really require much out of you. Except for the souls that it takes to raise your pyro flame. But that's about it. I think everyone could use a little fire grenade in their life. Sadly, you don't run into the pyro teacher for a little while. Now, so this is the way back, this first arch. But this second arch, and it's easy to get them confused, can lead you up to the Valley of Drakes. I don't recommend it. First off, I'm not sure you even can unless you have the master key, yeah. Yes. But also, as you might guess, there are drakes. They spit lightning and are nasty. And there's also a large undead dragon thing. Anyway. But those are the options. Those are things that can be used to your advantage. And indeed, that's a major sequence breaker because through the Valley of Drakes, you can actually end up in Blighttown right away. I don't want to. I'm gonna get killed. But that's an option. Okay. I think I'm going to level up my faith once more with what I found. And much like in Demon Souls, soul is defined a little differently here. It's like, it's just the source of all life, perceptual energy that keeps you sane. It's not like you're eating people. Please don't think that. Okay. Yes. With this, I should be able to wield heal when the time comes. Oh, you know, that's something I should mention. Your online interactions, both in terms of co-op and invading, occur between a group that is plus or minus 10 plus a certain amount. Like, it's a certain range above and below you. So you level too much for a boss, you might not be able to get help. The Wikidot has the recommended values for each boss. Okay, so what should I do now? Vitality, I think. I'm gonna need lots of that in the future. And I don't know. You know what? Another vitality. That sounds good. My advice for leveling up is, like, it's important to keep your ultimate build in mind, but you gotta remember your proximal needs too, and sometimes it's better just to go with, like, what seems fun at the time, you know? Just experiment a little. Because you never know what you pick up. I went into this game thinking I was gonna do one kind of build, and I ended up doing this weird-ass, just multi-class into everything doable, and it worked for me. Okay. Well, no more mucking around. So, it is recommended that you start with the waterway. Any Souls veteran is very well acquainted with this stretch. These couple dudes. This alone is an important lesson. The way they're positioned they can kill you pretty consistently. You just gotta... First off, you gotta be... not cocky, respectful. Let them show you their tells and all. And you know what? I kinda wanna turn human. Do I? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe if I'm hunting for items and such. Because I do want a battle axe. But at the same time, being respectful and all, you also can't let them get in your head, because there are going to be some ugly ghoulies and such. You should learn to strike bravely. It's like a paradox. A constant balancing act. This guy lobbing firebombs, and his friend over there, with an axe. I catch fire for a little bit, but that's okay. Don't do much. And I'm gonna kick him off the cliff. Or I would have if... well, I still whack him off the cliff. His friend up there. Yeah. And you might be wondering why that guy doesn't intervene. Who knows? He seems to be dead set on guarding the item on the cliff. Even if you've already taken it. That's the curse of the undead. Everybody loses their mind eventually. And over there, on the bridge, I believe is a ring of sacrifice. But jumping is weird in this game. You gotta double tap circle while you're running. Yeah, the jump is the sprint button. That's weird. You'll get used to it with repetition, of course. Yes, the Ring of Sacrifice. You wear this, and you can lose all your souls. Rather, you lose nothing upon death, but the ring breaks. So if you die, you can keep all your souls. Why did I say lose? I don't know. And I'm just equipping it right now, because I don't have any rings. Like, not really. Oh, you know, that's something I didn't say before. The Tiny Beans ring is a gift you can start with. It says it recovers HP over time, but that's actually a misprint. It just raises your max HP a little. It's not as advertised. Someone made a mistake. And honestly, there are better rings. Like, even early on in the game, there are better things you can pick up. Okay, hold on. Yes, rats. They can inflict poison on you, which is why I just took him out quick. Gotta be careful. Even the weakest enemy can take you down if you are not respectful. Especially in groups. Now that door's locked. Sadly, the master key won't unlock everything, but it unlocks certain convenient things that are nice to have early game. And here's the Undead Berg. I'm hoping one of these guys will drop a battle axe sooner or later. If I want to force that, I'll turn human and have a lot of humanity on me, so that my luck is better. I think it also provides some resistance to disease and such. I don't know. Huh. There's supposed to be a guy firebombing me on the other side. Unless it's this guy and he got impatient? I don't know. And I know there's a dude here. He'll shank you in the back if you don't know he's there. Natch. There's usually nothing in the barrels. Usually there's something hiding behind the barrels, if anything. But it's still fun to smash. Yes. Also, weapons and armor do have breaking points, as... yes. In fact, I should just, go over here and show off the full thing. Yeah. They got physical, magic, fire, and lightning damage. And critical chances. and the thing called scaling. Down there, you see the muscly arm with a C next to it. That's strength scaling C. So it scales a bit off my strength. Not as great as other things, but, you know. And there's the required parameters as well. It's always strength, dex, intelligence, or faith. Yeah. So your own stats come into play with how effective a weapon will be as well, as you can see. The Dark Gates of Kath. Yeah. We're gonna meet them pretty soon. Okay. So, these walls of light are usually good markers on when an area is gonna get tougher and maybe you should go back and level up. And I would actually press forward right now because I know the next area pretty well and I'm pretty confident. But I think I've got to stop this episode here because I'm pretty much going over time. But next time we're going to start braving the Undead Berg, which is gonna... When you're starting out, it kills you a lot. It kills you a lot. It killed me a lot. But eventually, you break through. And it is the damn finest feeling. Just to know you got better. That's what the Soul series really gives you. It's just like, how do I know I got better? Well, everything's dead now. Yeah. It's often just those moment-to-moment details, like, I got past that firebomber. I finally... Where the hell did you come from? Huh. Like, I got past that firebomber. I beat the Black Knight. I got past that trio of dudes waiting to gank me. Just little victories like that can mean so much. It's really great. Well, that just majorly sidetracked me. Anyway, so next time, we're hitting the Undead Berg like a truck, and our goal is to break through to the Undead Church to ring the Bell of Awakening. The first one, anyway. And then, that's gonna go a long way towards us learning the fate of the chosen undead, whatever that may be. So, thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.